Repeat. All right. This is called Beneath the Veil. Martin Luther King did not view Jesus as God. He saw his deity, virgin birth, and bodily resurrection as myths unintended for literal understanding, constructed by those determined to deify him. In 1977, at his widow's request, surveillance files of his actions were ordered to be sealed for 50 years, in her words, to save his reputation. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King plagiarized over 50% of his seminary work. He used organizational money and his own stature to regularly acquire women and prostitutes. He spent his last night alive, April 3rd, 1968, with 3 separate women, the third of whom he ended up knocking across a bed. At one point he shouted, "I'm not a Negro tonight." At another point he shouted, "I'm fucking forgot." His legal name is Michael King Jr., born in Atlanta, Georgia. Given the way our nation has canonized his image, I find it fitting to call him Saint Michael. Saint Michael of Atlanta, protect us from myth. Let truth be the balm with which we bless. Let gods be gods. Let humans be human. Let us love you as you. We have a habit of worshiping humans. We give them wings where they don't fit. We build altars with false images. We call the messenger a god. Fact is, Dr. King did some shit, but that does not lessen his impact. He reminds us that we're looking for greatness in the wrong places. We look for it in piety and purity, walking gently down the sinless road. It's why we say ex-cons can't vote. We don't want dirty hands marking the White House. It's easy to pretend that Paul was never Saul, to forget that Lucifer is still an angel. I once asked a friend what she would do if we discovered Jesus was not the Messiah. I asked if that fact would change the way she conducted her life, if her moral spine was so brittle that mere words could snap it. But with my uncle, blood father, and grandfather, I have lived enough letdowns. I have seen too many deities exposed, and I am not afraid anymore. We use people like King and Jesus as excuses to belittle our own worth. We say that they are great, not us. They can reach the promised land, not us. We focus so much on the light of others that we can ignore our own. We like to think that what we really want is a perfect, sinless leader. But if we really wanted him, we wouldn't have murdered him the first time. We don't need any more manufactured gods. We need humans with holy fire, miracle workers with both feet on the ground, ghetto saints with day jobs. If I ever have kids and they ask me about Dr. King, I will tell them he was a preacher from the streets, a man, not a myth, a human with gifts and fears who loved us enough to die. I'm not afraid to love King as the mortal he is, to let the feathers burn from his back, to extract the nails from his palms and feet and lay him in the ground. I'm okay with Michael King Jr., the haunted one with dirty hands cupping a dream. He didn't ask the world for an altar, we did. And if we truly love him,